Hey everyone, welcome back to Senior Musicians Unite, right? Today we're diving into the world of music and we're exploring what the experts say makes a song good in 2024. I know a lot of us are still songwriters. We still create songs, we still create music, right? But what do the experts say is a good song in 2024? I did a little research on that, trying to find some experts that can give me some pointers on that, right? And what elements do they think makes a good song in today's landscape? So again, I just captured what I thought would be what some of the research or the so-called research thought made a good song in 2024. But before I get to the experts of today, I should kick off by discussing how the music industry has been evolving and how the standards of what defines good music have shifted over time according to the experts. And I don't know whether that's such a shift. I mean, it's kind of like when Elvis came out, right? And everybody thought that was good music, but the older generation said that's not good music, that's not even music, and so on and so forth. It probably hasn't changed very much. But let's look at what defines good music and what has shifted over time. Like back in your day and my day, it could have been the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, Fleetwood Mac, the Temps, the Eagles. Or in the 80s, it could have been Genesis, Earth, Wind and Fire, Journey, Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, or the heavy metal era of Metallica, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, or even the rap era of NWA, 50 Cent, Notorious B.I.G., Snoop Dogg, Tupac, etc. All those are examples. So it's fascinating to see as we move through each era how good music continues to shape and reflect in our society. Music has taken us from the past eras of acoustic, rock and roll, and musical proficiency has definitely changed from the era of when everybody knew how to play an instrument, or the songs of the eras of protest songs and drug songs, etc., back in the day, to 2024, where songs are more condensed. I would consider them to be a more condensed version of pop, EDM, and dance music across all genres. And all of this is in a 3-minute and 30-second window. Because I did some research and found that the average song today is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, right? So anybody remember Iron Butterfly In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, right? I think it was 17 minutes long. That ain't gonna happen today. So one of the biggest challenges, of course, is we face in defining what truly makes a good song in a rapidly changing environment and industry. What is that challenge? What is that we face? Well, with such diverse preferences among listeners, it's not an easy task to pinpoint a universal definition of good music. We all have our own interpretations. However, the experts say that as we delve deeper into the topic, we can't ignore the significant impact of technology on today's music. Synthesizers, music loops, the auto-tune that you guys like to hate, and now it's AI, Suno and Udio. And then there's the social media aspect of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, when all we had back in our day pretty much was DJs and commercial radio. But again, Facebook, Instagram, and those things has a global impact on the creation and, more importantly, the reception of music in recent years. The streaming sites, again, like Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, they have revolutionized the way we discover and appreciate music. Whether the music is considered good or not, they have definitely revolutionized the way we consume it, the way we hear it, the way we appreciate it. Television shows like America's Got Talent, American Idol, The Voice, also have influenced today's music by the guests that appear in their shows and the audience reactions to those guests. Gone are the days of just listening to the radio, reading album covers, which we used to do, purchasing CDs. I don't even think they don't even put CDs in cars anymore, or even wax in the earlier days, and actually listening to complete songs, not to even mention complete albums. That's like almost a lost art. Yet, the experts say that there are factors that remain true whether in the prior years or now. One is authenticity. It's also innovation and emotional connection. They say those are key factors that contribute to the quality of music. And artists that stay true to themselves, push boundaries, and evoke emotions in their listeners are the ones that stand out in today's music scene. Don't get that confused with thinking that when we talk about an emotional connection, the first thing that usually comes to someone's mind is a ballad. That's not just the only emotional connection. There are also emotional connections in getting people dancing, whether it be line dancing at the cowboy dance or line dancing at the picnic. That's an emotional connection that brands these artists. These artists can really get famous from that. So that's an emotional connection. Yeah, you got the ballads, you got the Adeles and people like that. Yes, that's an emotional connection. But again, there are also genres, other genres. The rap genre, they have an emotional connection with their audience. That's the difference when they talk about emotional connection. They're not just talking about a ballad. They're talking about the type of music that gives an emotional connection with a large group of listeners. Artists like Taylor Swift, whether you like her music or not, she has that connection with kids, especially Taylor Swift, Zach Bryan, Adele, The Weeknd, Luke Combs, Dua Lipa, Ed Sheeran, Drake. All of these people have proven that they can evoke emotion with listeners and that listeners are appreciative of their music. It's also noted that it's essential to remember the importance of staying open-minded, people, especially senior musicians, staying open-minded to new genres and styles and appreciating contemporary music. I know that a lot of us seniors, and I do it sometimes too, we can be pretty close-minded to new music. We'll go, that's not good music. That's not what they did in my day, But there are some elements sometimes within those songs that transcend the eras. They transcend the eras and they end up really being good music if we give a chance in listening to them, right? Because the beauty of music lies in its diversity and that there's something out there for everyone to enjoy. So, before we end, I want to hear from you. I want you to share your favorite songs of 2024 in the comments below. And I'd be interested to know how many of you senior musicians actually listen to an artist from 2010 onward and cite them as having one of your favorite songs. I can't do that. So thanks for tuning in to Senior Musicians Unite. And until next time, hey guys, keep creating great music and keep the music playing. See you guys later.